What's good, HHSB crew? It is your boy, the Hype Head, and we are back with another reaction today. Y'all already know, man. I'm a big guy. I think I'm a big guy. You know, I always say I'm on the small end of big guys. I'm 6'4", 200, so, you know, I ain't, yeah. But, hey, man, today we looking at the 20 largest and longest body parts in the world. I only caught the first part. But we here now, so hey man, look, if you have not subscribed to the channel, please feel free to subscribe to the channel right now. Drop a like, leave a comment. We still on the road to 100. Hey man, we were getting there fast. I thank you everybody who subscribed already. I didn't think it would even happen this quickly, honestly, to get as many subscribers as we have. We're a small channel, but we're growing, so let's get there. But hey man, if y'all ready to do it, let's get into it.
Humans are the most mysterious creature in the world. Body parts can be drastically different sizes, and physical abilities vary widely from person to person. Humans look so radically different from each other that you would doubt they are even members of the same species. Here, you'll find the top 20 amazing people with the longest body parts in the world. Longest neck. From childhood, women of Padang or Karenni tribe of Myanmar were traditionally fitted with successive rings of copper to stretch their necks. The vertebrae do not elongate, though the space between them may increase as the invertebral discs absorb liquid. Although it can vary from person to person whether the removal of neck rings can cause pain. If they are removed incorrectly, this may result loss of life. The longest neck in the world recorded is 15.75 inches. Big mouth. Oh my. Francisco, known as Chiquinho, had become an internet sensation about 2 years ago when videos of his incredible mouth stunts became viral on YouTube. But scouts of the Guinness Book of World Records just recently managed to track him down in his Angola hometown. His jaw-dropping tricks have been viewed thousands of times, earning Francisco quite a reputation as the man with the world's largest mouth. To prove there is nothing false about his reputation, Francisco participated in the Italian competition known as Big Mouth, when contestants literally put their jaws to the test. Long leg. If you're on the stumpy side, you might want to avoid standing next to Svetlana Pankratova, who boasts the world's longest pair of legs. Svetlana's pins are a whopping 4 feet 4 inches long, according to the Guinness Book of World Records, which we imagine makes buying jeans a royal pain in her backside. At her full height, the Russian-born Amazon measures 6 foot 5 inches tall and is fittingly a basketball coach in Falls Church, North Virginia. For her Guinness entry photo, Svetlana is seen perched on the steps of London's National Gallery of Art, somewhat randomly in the company of the world's smallest man, He Ping Ping, who in some shots appears to have no choice other than to peer up her skirt. The widest hip. Michele Ruffalini is an American woman who currently holds the world's record for widest hip in the world, according to the World Record Academy. Her weight is more than 420 pounds, and her hips measure an unusual 8 feet in circumference, although her waist is only 3 feet 4 inches. But with the visual perks come the physical drawbacks, and Michele is forced to side shuffle around her house to avoid getting stuck in corridors, and even struggles to fit in the shower. Longest mustache. The longest mustache measures 4.29 meters, means 14 feet, and belongs to Ram Singh Chauhan, India. It was measured on the set of the Italian TV show Lo Show Di Record in Rome, Italy on the 4th of March 2010. Ram Singh's mustache started to grow in 1970, and he started caring for it in 1980. Only herbal oil, shampoo, and soap are used to care for his mustache. Ram Singh has also acted in Bollywood movies. He appeared as a character in the James Bond movie Octopussy in 1983.
That's cool.
Longest eyelash. Shanghai-born Yu Jiangxia has a profusion of long and luxurious eyelashes, the lengthiest of which grows on her left upper lip.
Hey, all y'all out there with them fake lashes, bro. Y'all out here trying to look like her. Stop. Stop. It's atrocious. It's too much. It's too much with the lashes, bro. She looks weird.
lid and reaches a record-breaking 12.4 centimeters, which is 4.88 inches. Yu Jiangxia first noticed her eyelashes growing during an 18-month nature retreat that she embarked on back in 2013. And she puts the unprecedented growth down to living at one with nature. The spiritual record breaker says that having one of the longest body parts in the human body, if it's long eyelashes, it's beautiful, and it shows she is healthy. Biggest nose. If the biggest body parts of any human is his nose, then it's worth to be a fact in the world. The nose has high expectations for being presumably few people in the world. In Indonesia itself, many are already taking shortcuts to change his nose so that it becomes higher, for example, by means of operation, or it could be through other tricks or makeup only. However, there are different conditions of Mehmet Özerek. He has a nose that is very high. Not only that, but he also has a large nose and long one also. The length of his nose reaches the 8.8 centimeter mark, while longest nose reaches 3.5 centimeters, included as the biggest body parts of human. Largest feet. The world's largest human body parts, the largest feet on a living person, are 40.55 centimeters, which is almost 1 foot, 3.96 in right foot. And 40.4 centimeters means almost 1 foot, 3.93 in left foot. These belong to Jason Orlando Rodriguez Hernandez from Venezuela and were measured in Parc St. Paul, Beauvais, France on the 3rd of June, 2018. Jason Rodriguez is 22 years old. He lives in Marseille with his family, and he needs special large shoes that are made just for him in Germany. Longest beard. Bhai Sarwan Singh, the head priest of Shuri's Guru Nanak Singh Temple, was already acknowledged as the alive man with the world's Guru Nanak Singh Temple was already acknowledged as the alive man with the world's longest beard. It was initially measured at 7 foot 9 inches on the set of Lo Show Day Record in Rome, Italy in 2010. However, according to the Guinness Book of World Records, Hans Langseth's beard is the longest beard in the history, a staggering 17 feet 6 inches long. After his passing in 1927, he left his surviving children with a final wish. He wanted to have his beard cut off and stored for posterity. His son acquiesced, lopping off his father's beard before the casket was buried. It was presented to the Smithsonian Institution, Washington, D.C. Longest ear hair. Radhikant Bajpai has the longest body parts in the world. In 2003, he was crowned the Guinness record holder for longest ear hair. Since then, his ear hair is 25 centimeters long and still growing. But Indian grocer Radhikant Bajpai has no intention of trimming it, no matter what his wife says. Considered by Mr. Radhikant 58 to be a symbol of luck and prosperity, his ear hair has been growing since he was 18 and has never been cut. Maintained by a specially prepared blend of herbal shampoo, Mr. Radhikant has so far resisted the pleas of his long-suffering wife to cut it off.
He stinks.
Tallest body. The tallest man living is Sultan Kösen from Turkey, who measured 251 centimeters in Ankara, Turkey. The part-time farmer was the first man over 8 feet to be measured by Guinness World Records in over 20 years. GWR only knows of 10 confirmed or reliable cases in history of humans reaching 8 feet or more. Sultan first became the world's tallest.
Question for y'all. Why, when we get that big, are we not like more functional? And I'm not saying anything against him or anything, because I know I'm asking a question of like science, like why is it that when we're either too big or too short, like we're not functional? Is it because we're just not meant to be that big? Or like, I don't know. Because I look at the people who are the tallest people in the world and the shortest people in the world, and the tallest people like usually, you know, have to walk around with help or something like that. And it makes me think like, are we supposed to get that big? And what causes somebody to get that big? So just a question, man.
Living man in 2009 when he measured 246.5 centimeters in height. Sultan also holds the record for largest hands of a living person, each one measuring 28.5 centimeters from the wrist to the tip of the middle finger. Longest stretched skin. Gary Turner from the UK is able to stretch his skin of his stomach to a distended length of 15.8 centimeters, which is 6.25 inches in, due to a rare medical condition called Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, a disorder of the connective tissues affecting the skin, ligaments, and internal organs. With this condition, the collagen that strengthens the skin and determines its elasticity becomes defective, resulting in, among other things, a loosening of the skin and hypermobility of the joints. In more serious cases, it can cause the collapse or rupturing of vessels. Yet, that's one of the longest organs in human body. Largest hand. The real-life Popeye's giant forearms measure 49 centimeters in circumference, with the strongman capable of holding a basketball in each hand. The 50-year-old arm wrestler officially owns the world's largest hands.
Is he really that
His hands have such a large span that he's been able to hold a basketball in each hand, and he doesn't suffer from any genetic abnormalities or giantism. He was simply born this way. The real-life Popeye was once a hand wrestling prodigy in the 1970s, but disaster struck in 1986 at the over-the-top competition. He has huge 19-inch forearms and came out of retirement in 2012, this time competing solely with his left. The real-life Popeye prepares for matches by doing farm chores, lifting equipment, and chopping wood. Longest toe. Matthew McGrory broke the record for the longest body part in the world, which is his big toe, measuring
him in a lot of
5 inches
movies.
long. McGrory was born in Westchester, Pennsylvania, the son of Maureen, a homemaker, and William McGrory, an accountant. He studied pre-law at Widener University. He also studied criminal justice at Westchester University. McGrory grew to the height of 7 foot 6 inches, which is 2.29 meters, and had a size of 29.5 shoes. He was over 5 feet or 1.5 meter tall by the time he completed kindergarten. Due to his height and deep voice, he was in demand to play roles in movies cast as a giant. He did so in films such as Bubble Boy, Big Fish, House of 1,000 Corpses, and The Devil's Rejects. Longest tongue. Monterey resident Nick Stowborough lives that dream, and he's doing it right using his massive tester to make art. Clocking in at 3.97 inches, Stowborough's longest tongue is hefty enough to be used as a paintbrush, a fact he discovered from Indian YouTuber Annie K in the process of his world record research. For Stowborough, using this gift means wrapping his tongue in plastic and making paintings with the simplicity that comes from trying to make shapes with an organ designed for more subtle things like talking and eating. He calls the technique licking. Biggest eyeball. Kim Goodman is a woman who is able to pop her eyes out of her eye sockets by 12 millimeters, which is 0.47 inches. Another world's largest human body parts person. She holds the world record for the farthest eyeball protrusion. He lives in Chicago, Illinois. She discovered her eyeball popping talent one day when she was hit on the head with a hockey mask. Her eyeballs popped out much further than usual, and ever since that day, she could pop them out on cue, as well as when she yawned.
That's so gross.
Largest front. The German adult model, the Sheen, also known as Myra Hills, boasts the world's largest augmented fronts, and it's easy to see why. Weighing 20 pounds, each of her bras and much of her clothing is custom made. I know many of you may not be able to fathom this, but her bra size is a 32Z. Previously, her fronts were only an A-cup size. Having the giant fake fronts is certainly a special adventure for Basheen. Basheen is the most popular woman with the largest fake fronts in the world, while woman with the largest natural fronts in the world goes to Annie Hawkins Turner, who won the Guinness World Record for her 48V bra size. Longest lips. But do us a favor, click on that like button to inspire us. Also subscribe to our channel and click the notification bell to be inspired by these types of ultimate facts. Instagram babe Andrea Ivanova is known to have the biggest lips in the world. She is always active on social media to show her latest round of cosmetic work. Despite her impressive smackers, the 22-year-old from Bulgaria wants to go one step further and make them even bigger with another hyaluronic acid injection. Andrea, who has been dubbed a real-life Barbie, posted a photo of herself on her Instagram page. She has spent thousands of pounds to achieve her look. And despite warnings from doctors telling her to stop, she has no plans to rein it in. longest male organ.
Yeah, bro.
Robert
I'm good on
Esquivel
that.
Cabrera is credited with having the largest male organ in the world, measuring
have
in
a
at
conversation.
18.9 inches, and he
Can't-
now
I'm not
hopes
doing
his
that.
massive member will be recognized by the Guinness Book of World Records.
Oop.
He hit the headlines in 2015 after a video of him measuring
I'm
his
not doing
manhood
it.
went viral. The half-meter member is the
Nope.
source of much pride for Roberto.
How's
He
your
is
day?
another man who is famous
doing
for the
all right?
same reason. Jonah Adam Falcon came
Good.
to national attention
Yeah.
in 1999 because of his claim that he had the largest
Nah.
male organ in the world,
Don't
which he
hear it.
claims is 13.5 inches
wanna see
long.
it.
He says numerous A-listers, including
wanna hear
Oscar
it.
nominees and Oscar winners, have sought him out for a date.
Don't want to see it.
Longest hair.
We're back.
For a lady, her hair is her everything. Most ladies spend
real life
so much on
Rapunzel.
their hair and hairstyles, and the world's longest documented hair belongs to Zi Huiping from China at 18 feet 6 inches. She's been growing her hair since 1973 from the age of 13.
Oh,
Since
wow.
2004, she holds the record for the longest hair in the world. She said it needs patience, and you need to hold yourself straight when you have hair like this. Washing her hair is an involved process that usually requires some assistance. Z's hair is nearly as long as an adult giraffe is tall. Here is another man who holds the record for longest spike in the world. Designer Kazuhiro Wantabe dedicated 15 years to growing out his massive mohawk spike, which took 3 cans of hairspray and an entire large bottle of hair gel to hold up. Which body part amazed you the most? Have you seen anything like this in real life? Don't forget.
The body parts that are natural is just like, wow, like how does that happen to the human body? Like my hands, or this guy's hands and arms, and that lady with the eyes. That kills me. But like all that plastic surgery, bro, like come on, fam. Like going somewhere with that. That's just dumb. You just basically trying to kill yourself because you're getting all these injections and doing all this weird stuff. Like I feel like it's just gonna backfire on you at some point. But man, a couple of those I was not ready for. I'm just telling y'all right now, I wasn't ready for it. But hey, man, that was 20 of the largest and longest body parts in the world. Please feel free to go ahead and subscribe to the channel right now, man. Go ahead, subscribe to the channel, drop a like or leave a comment. Let me know how I'm doing, man. Let me know if there's any other suggestions, any videos you guys want to see. Remember, you do not have to do all 3, but please try to do 1. Until next time, it is your boy. I'm gone.